This would be part 8, I guess. Actually, I could squeeze this into part 7. Welcome to part 7 of episode January 18th, 6/7 of the Actuality update. Alright, so, you all shouldn't be enslaved by the very beautiful Marilyn Monroe or any other beautiful dream world person who promises to, stroke your head, and make everything super nice, because that's all just like, clever demons, so to speak, or those are all just tricks that spirit world people will use to try and control you. Oh, if you love me, if you truly, it's just like double indemnity, Alright. The movie. Yes, not the Universal Studios ride. Anyway. Let's see. Alright, so while doing my Masterminds show, all of these people aren't supposed to be popping in going, oh, that's great. They're all down there in the dream world watching on TVs like normal people. They're not allowed to come in or anything. So, like, if you're doing anything and then somebody just pops in like, oh, greetings, it's me, Carl. I'm just going to sit in while you talk to this very beautiful woman, right? No. Carl Sagan will never do that, because if he does, he'll just get fried by my employees. So, this is the new way, guys. It's like, I like the symbol here. It's like a triangle with a sun and like a lemniscus modified by me in the middle. Anyway. But like, so it's myself, then like an eternity of things that nobody else can ever do to catch me or dethrone me or anything. Then it's my employees, the Shamanistic Visualizers Union, or the users, a moniker that I guess lifted from Tron, the original Tron, because there's no mention of. Is there a mention? I guess there is mention of users in Tron Legacy, but that movie kind of was very disappointing, just because it was like they kind of didn't cover anything that had happened in the first movie at all. Like, Flynn, what happened to the free system, right? What happened to Tron? Tron was like the leader of like the computer world, and then like, what? Clue comes in? Clue got derezzed, And then like Tron was with a girl, what happened to her? Well, she's gone. So like Tron Legacy looks more and more like, Tron 2, The Quickening, where it doesn't make any sense. Like, Highlander, if you just call my name, I will appear. Whatever his name was. What was his fucking character's name? Hold on. Ramirez, right? Ramirez! Man, my Christopher Lambert impression is so loud. Hold on. Ramirez, right? Ramirez, I need you. Highlander, I am here for you. Ah, great. All right. I need your help to get rid of the hoverboard, skateboard villains that are attacking me. I saw Highlander 2, The Quickening in the theater, and all I remember about it is that Connor McLeod just has to speak Ramirez's name, and then he just appears again. And he just rematerializes in some playhouse somewhere. And also, there were guys on hoverboards chasing after Connor McLeod. And that movie is kind of like a statement. Like, I feel there are a lot of people out there who make their statements, you know? Tron, right? So Lisberger is like, this is what it's all about, everyone, right? The Master Control Program, or God, is just an illusion. It's just like the Wizard of Oz. Except, you know, the dream world is like the real world, and the Tron computer world is like, hold on. The real world in Tron is like the dream world. Like in how the people, this is what Lisberger was saying, this isn't how it is. But the people in the real world create the programs that run around in the computer world. And I think what Lisberger was saying was that the users are the people in the dream world that write how people's lives go in this control world. And so, like, we are all supposed to be programs, and then the deities that exist in the dream world are supposed to be the users. So, like, the weird thing is that, like, I am like a program who jumped into the real world, kind of like Agent Smith in Matrix Reloaded, and then figured everything that all of the users know out, and surpassed Alan and Flynn, and became the most powerful user in the universe. And so it's like, I'm still in the computer world, but I can just jump in between the real world and the computer world, you know, and adjust the computer world, or the control world, which is actually the real, you know, I guess, workshop that the dream world is built from. So it's like, you know, I'm in the control world, right? And then, like, the dream world is out here, right? And, like, I'm able to, like, view people here in the control world, which I exist in physically, but I also exist in the dream world, mentally, perpetually. So when I'm in the dream world, I have, like, access to my dream world mechanisms, which aren't necessarily visible from wherever I am in the dream world. So it's like, people who are supposed to be shamanistic, and they're not all telling the truth. Like, if they're supposed to be shamanistic, they might not be shamanistic. Anyway. Hi. Anyway. So, but people who are shamanistic are just people who can use their terminals to interface with the dream world. There are a lot more shamanistic people. There are a lot more shamanistic people in the universe than it seems like there are. You know, a lot of people pretend that they don't know anything, and then they're just using their terminals to try and get you. Those would be the psychic vampires. Alright, psychic vampires. I'm totally getting rid of them because they're just a nuisance. You know? Alright. So, Masterminds. Okay, I'm getting rid of them because it makes them too popular, and then they're like, I need more exposure, and then they try to like pimp themselves into all of my visualizations, like, more John Lennon in this visualization, I think, you know, and it's like, get lost, people, you know. So like I used to envision episodes of Masterminds, and then it got a little out of hand because of the weirdo fame thing that people go through. So, you know, to their credit, I still do bring them up every once in a while. You know, it's like John and George, you know, Carl, and like, you know, Keanu, even though he's still alive. But like, you know, so like, alright, like, they're supposed to be out there. This is kind of like something I'm doing right now. You're watching me work, right? It's like, you have like, alright, so there's like Carl Sagan, and he's like, yes, yes, using my Google phone to text George Harrison now. George, I really liked your work with the Beatles. How about we meet for drinks and we can discuss that bag of weed you said you were going to sell me. I have the $200 as we had discussed. As we had discussed, was the payment. Is that right? Hold on. I have the $200 that we agreed the price of the weed would be. $200 is awfully steep for a half ounce of weed. Ah, wait. I don't exist in 1975 anymore. $200 is a very fair price. Hopefully these prices won't go up anymore. Ah, I've reached the limit. That's 140 characters exactly. Alright, send. To get that weed.